Hello again, welcome back to Villains and Vice, and you are in for a treat because yes, it's that time again. Another episode of Vacation Mike Unleashed. That's right, I'm here in Central Florida by myself, unsupervised. Beth's still doing, I don't know, horse stuff. But, yep, I'm here and going to go see if we can get into a little bit of mischief. I first need to tell you about my day. So, I feel like every time I get unleashed, it's because either something's gone horribly wrong or I've been awake working all night or something silly like that. Today's a little different, but not really. So my day began at 2 o'clock this morning. My alarm went off, and I was actually at the farm in Virginia. And I had to catch a flight from Dulles to Houston, Texas, of all places. Haven't been to Texas a whole lot. But yeah, a work-related thing. I had to go get fingerprinted, and it can only be done within the confines of Texas for work stuff. So anyways, I caught a flight to Houston, and then after I was done getting fingerprinted, short distance away from the airport, jumped back into an Uber, went back to the airport at Houston, and then flew here to Orlando. The problem when you do something like that is I've basically been eating like a hobbit today. I mean, it's been straight Lord of the Rings. And so, for example, this morning at Dulles, before I actually got on the plane, I ate breakfast. And then when I was on the plane itself, there was second breakfast. Then I arrived at Houston, and at the airport there was, yes, third breakfast. And it just happened to be the changeover between breakfast and lunch. So sure enough, lunch comes out right after breakfast finishes up. And I thought, well, you know, I'm not in Houston very much. Let's see what they have. It was a beautiful little taco bar spread. It was delightful. But yes, that was first lunch. And then the flight from Houston to Orlando involved second lunch. So yes, I've had 5 meals in about the span of, I don't know. I've had 5 meals before 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so go figure. But anyway, enough about the meals, enough about my day. I'm a little tired, but again, I'm here on a mission. I don't get to go out very much by myself, so let's go have some fun. Now, like I said, I'd come down here for work stuff, but I just don't spend a whole lot of time here in Florida in July and August. And mostly that's because it's hot. Very, very hot. And of course, when I was at the airport, normally I try to change the little Google Nest thing so the air conditioning at home kind of kicks down, so it'll be cool once I get here. Forgot to do that, so not only is it hot outside, it's hot inside. I'm just covered in hot everywhere. I will say it is a little bit cooler here than it was in Houston. You can see that in Houston it was absurdly hot. I mean, desert-like hot. So it made Orlando look, by comparison, a little bit cooler. But now that I'm here in Orlando, it's still hot. So I've arrived here at Disney Springs. So here's the game plan. It is Flavors of Florida time here. And again, it's hot, so you might as well have an orange, I guess. But anyway, Flavors of Florida, most of the places in Disney Springs have some sort of offering that kind of really, you know, accentuates what Florida food's known for. A lot of citrusy things. But anyway, some good eats, good drinks, and that's kind of what's going to bring us here to Disney Springs. So it's sort of like a little mini festival, if you would. Goes on, today is July 7th. Happy birthday, Danny. But it goes on until middle of August, sometime around the 12th or 14th, I believe, that week. So we're going to see what they got going on. I am particularly interested in 2 offerings that are kind of side by side, and I'll have a little bit more on that. But first, we have to get our new pass holder magnet. Orange Bird's back, and we're going to do this little virtual queue thing right this time. So the way the virtual queue works, go to your Disney World app, click on virtual queue, join virtual queue, Click on Disney Springs because we're not doing Guardians today. And here we go, annual pass holder magnet pickup. It's going to be at Wonderful World of Memories. It says estimated wait time 10 minutes. That's nothing. Easy. Click that bad boy. Oh, we got to edit the party. Alright, let's see if I have a party to go with. Yep, guess it'll just be me. And group 57, so we should be very soon. So I actually got to hustle. Easy enough. Let's go get a magnet. So I made a faux pas and parked at the Orange Garage, which is where we park 99% of the time. It's the one that's closest to our place in Lake Buena Vista. I mean, we are so close to Disney Springs from that particular point. I mean, we're probably closer than the Golden Oak people. We can get our Orange Garage faster than Golden Oak. But that kind of bit me in the butt on this one because where you pick up your magnet is nowhere near Orange Garage. It's on the west end. So if you're not exactly sure where to go, you see the big volcano on the water, Rainforest Cafe, head that direction because it's going to be right around the corner from that. In all of his glory, the things we do for magnets. But anyway, now that the merch has been secured, let's go do some more fun things. Alright, stop one on our tour after the merch, of course. Here at Wine Bar George. So this is the Wine Bar George Frozen Old Fashioned. Not a lot is said about it on the menu, other than it has orange Dole Whip, and it's frozen, and also an old fashioned. So let's see where this takes us. That's refreshing. You know, I don't know if it's because a storm is coming through and the temperature dropped about 15 degrees in the last 10 minutes, or if it's just this frozen drink, but I'm feeling much more refreshed for a July in Orlando. Get a lot of orange. I'm not entirely sure what the liquor or the alcohol is. I don't really taste bourbon, so I'm not sure if this is made with vodka. Where's Beth? These are the times I need Beth with her cunning palate to really know what the stuff is, because I think we all know she's a little more experienced when it comes to the alcohol game than Vacation Mike. Somebody's got to be the responsible one. So the downside was that they did not have any of the wooden corksicles, only the white. They're also offering a walnut colored, some sort of walnut. You know, it looks like a tree. But anyway, they're already sold out of that one, so we were only left with the white. That just means Beth will have more opportunities to come and get a wooden one. So after Wine Bar George's frozen old fashioned offering, I decided to head literally across the street to Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar and see what flavor of Florida they've got going on. I believe it also is going to be an old fashioned, but this one may be a little bit more my speed. So this is the Jock Citrus Old Fashioned. Got some Knob Creek bourbon, which I certainly enjoy. Cointreau. Then I believe there's also obviously orange bitters, simple syrup, and a little orange wedge. So, you know, sort of a subtle nod to the flavors of Florida, but a nod nonetheless. Now I like that because I can definitely taste the bourbon on that one. You know, sometimes things get masked with all the fluff, if you will, that goes into drinks. But this one is certainly bourbon heavy, bourbon forward, and a lot of bourbon. Oh, that's the good stuff though. Another thing about the old fashioned here is it is a healthy pour. I mean, look at the size of that. I mean, that's a lot of volume in a glass, so I appreciate that effort. If bourbon isn't your thing, Jock Lindsay does have a second flavor of Florida offering, their Florida Mule, which, just like Wine Bar George, also comes in its own corksicle that you can take home with you. If we know anything about Vacation Mike, we know he doesn't care for two things: white condiments and clear alcohol. So we're sticking with the bourbon. Alright, forget everything I just said about the clears versus the bourbon. It's now raining, so I'm going to be at Hangar Bar for a little while longer. And because of that, you know, when in Rome. So we're actually going to do the Florida Mule, brought to you by the good people at Corksicle and Hangar Bar. So the Florida Mule actually comes in a very cute little corksicle with the Flavors of Florida logo all over it there. And ingredient-wise, basically a Moscow Mule with some orange juice in it. My server was a very big fan of this drink, so she convinced me to give it a shot. But don't be trying to give me mayonnaise or sour cream or ranch. That ain't happening. I see the appeal. It is a Moscow Mule, obviously, but I've never had orange juice in a Moscow Mule before, and I'm digging it. It gives a nice little tartness to it. Goes with the ginger beer pretty well. And again, I'm not really a big clear alcohol fan, but this is good. I might actually like this better than the other frozen old fashioned. Although that might also have been a clear alcohol too. I'm not really sure what that was. But I don't think it was bourbon. Bourbon has a very distinct flavor, and I did not detect bourbon in that one. Nor do I this one, but why would I? There's no bourbon in this one. That's good. That's very good. Alright, the rain has stopped, and now that I've accumulated a collection of corksicles by myself, I think it's time to grab a little bit of dinner. And I already had 5 meals, as discussed earlier, Hobbit style. But it's been a few hours, so I made a little bit of room for dinner. It's doing fine. Just kidding. As soon as I recorded that last little bit, literally the heavens opened up right outside Hangar Bar. I am drenched like a wet rat. So anyways, I'm gonna cut this short. Beth should be back next week, so she'll do some more of the Flavors of Florida action for you. I'll be working, so she'll be in town while I'm doing my sad Mike stuff. But anyway, I had fun right up until the weather got a little weird. But recap of the night. So, in terms of the Flavors of Florida, my one is still the orange old fashioned at Jock Lindsay's. Big fan of that one. Pretty simple. I mean, it was mostly bourbon with some orange bitters and the Cointreau a little bit. But you know, I like bourbon, so if you're not a bourbon person, the simplicity is not going to be for you. But my sleeper hit number 2 was going to be Florida Mule. Who knew? I actually like that a little bit better than I liked the one at Wine Bar George, the frozen old fashioned. So, Mule number 2, even though it's vodka. Weird. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for me. I'm going to go try to dry off a little bit. I skipped dinner, but you know, it's okay. I had 5 meals prior to that, so I think I'm probably good for the day. Thanks for thanks for coming along with me, and hopefully you'll have Beth next time. Till then, fiber up.